A lot of people would put themselves below where the customer is. This is where they are. This is where the customer is. And that, right, will create a gap where you keep on looking up to the customer and you feel nervous because you're trying to win their attention. You're trying to win their approval.
And Aaron, there's one thing I want to ask you about. I've been dying to ask you about this, right? Before I step into sales meeting for the first time with a prospect, I get nervous. And when I talk, even when I talk, right, my voice goes very high instead of like being in a very grounded position, a very confident position. How do you overcome this like sales nervousness?
Great question, Terence. I think this could apply to a lot of people. You're asking on behalf of a lot of people as well, right? So to me, the nervousness, we need to first understand what is nervousness. All right. It's just a reaction from our body. Right. So if you understand the science of our body in biology, it's a reaction that is almost very similar to excitement. Right. The difference is that how you perceive it. It's the same reaction in the body, but how you interpret it after you feel that reaction will either cause you to feel that it's nervous or excitement. Now, knowing this, you can switch your brain to interpret that signal that the body is giving, like, sweaty palms, your heart is racing, you're deep breathing. You can tell yourself it's an excitement, that you're excited to actually do this, right? So that's one of the ways, that science-based way, which is a proven way to actually overcome that very quickly, right? The second way to overcome the nervousness is actually, right, have enough practice in your presentation, have enough practice in your product knowledge, have enough practice in knowing who you are and where you are right now, and know that at every single one time you are a peer to your customers. Now remember this. A lot of people would put themselves below where the customer is. This is where they are. This is where the customer is. And that, right, will create a gap where you keep on looking up to the customer and you feel nervous because you're trying to win their attention. You're trying to win their approval of whatever you're serving them, or whatever you're trying to sell them is good for them, right? And you need their approval to get the sales. Now, in order to avoid this, the first thing that I would do is whatever I just told you just now, okay? And second thing is to position myself as the peer.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video.
To my customers. Now remember this, whatever that problem that's solving, right, you are there, you're helping them to solve the problem. And when they solve already, they would get the results out of it. Without you, can they do it? Potentially not. Maybe they're going to go to other people, they get different kind of results, but you know what results you can bring. So if I know that for sure that I can do that for them, why would I be nervous? They should be nervous, right? I know they have the money. It doesn't mean that you have the money today. You would throw me the money and I want your deal. So you have to position yourself as a peer, where winning deals is where I need to see whether we are compatible to work together. So you have to step away from the sales situation where you're going to go into that meeting feeling like, you know what, I'm, as much as you are qualifying me, I'm also qualifying you as well, whether or not you're going to be a good customer to me, right? Now I'm going to tell you a story that there was once I was invited to pitch a digital marketing service to a very big company. It was owned by a public listed more than 400 years company in Japan, right?
Wow.
Okay, so they're a very big company. They just took over this company, right? And they asked me to pitch on the digital marketing services for them. So I went there and we had a meeting. I brought two of my experts because I was not an expert in digital marketing. I was good in the presentation and everything. So I went there. It came to a point that I even throw this question to them that nobody that they ever met, right, was throwing, because everybody is trying to get approval, trying to brush up, trying to look up to them. But I was sitting as a peer. So after we pitch about our services and how we can help them and what the situation is, after understanding that, then the whole board is there, the CEO, the CTO, the general manager, right? There's about 6 to 7 people there. And after I got the feeling and the response from them that they like whatever we're presenting and they're interested, and after I finished, I threw this one question to them. Now, Mr. Customer, I was talking to the CEO. I was telling him, Mr. CEO, so you heard what we're doing here, so everything is good and you liked it, and you want to get results from this, right? Yep. So, based on our experience, the people and the customers that work with us that gets the best result with our help are the customers who are very easy and fun. All right, very easy and fun. So, Mr. CEO, can you tell me how easy and fun are you and your team? You know what he did? That I think that was the first time he heard this question, because nobody that was pitching was asking question, because everybody was in the mood of, you know what, I go and pitch, right? I just talk everything, blah 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 blah, talk everything to the customer and hoping that I would strong
Try
arm
and
them to
practice.
win. Yeah, trying to impress them, but I'm not there to impress them. Who tells you you cannot ask a question in a pitching? Who tells you in a meeting you cannot ask a question?
Yep.
Right? Nobody tells you that. It's just that from our own thinking and our own societal, I would say, the peer pressure and everything that people has put onto us, the culture. So the CEO was looking at me. He was not uttering a word. He seems baffled. He was looking for answer. So where does the CEO normally looks to when he want to get answer? To the team, right? So it's like looking right to the team. And then what the team did was amazing. Everyone turned their head to the CEO and looking at the CEO. And the CEO knows nobody has the answer. And the CEO looked back at me, but the CEO did a very good comeback. Excuse me, Aaron, can you repeat that question? I repeat the same question. Then CEO went to explaining mode. You know what the CEO did? Oh, you know, Aaron, we are very. I was asking about autonomy as well, right? Because we need to be autonomous when doing things, not getting interrupted all the time. You know, look, Aaron, we are very easy, very fun. Look, I'm coming to the meeting, right? Look at my whole team, all wearing normal shirt. We come here, we are very relaxed, we are very chill, right? And we'll definitely give you autonomy, because why? The previous supplier that we work with, right? They have all the rights to say every single thing, so you can get your chance to do all these things. You know what he was doing there? He was telling himself and telling me all the reasons why I should be working with him.
Right. So he's trying to sell you now, not you
He's
trying to sell him.
Tell me now why I should be working with him. But he did not know he was doing that.
Yep.
So I flipped that button where I asked this one simple question, and he has to sell me right now. But it was very innocent. Right? And that's the power of asking questions and getting to the point.
That's some powerful shit.
So you see, if you know you can do something like that, a lot of people feel nervous because they don't know they can do something like that. So now if you know you have the power to do something like that, and you can break away from the norm, from whatever the people has instilled into you and say you cannot do, maybe by a teacher, by your mom, you know, because as kids, you know, why we feel nervous, because people keep saying, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you know, keep instilling all these kind of ideas to us. So when that happens, it brings, unfortunately, it will stay in our mindset, you know, until we are adult. And when adulthood, we tend to recollect those memories back, and we react to certain things because of all the traumatic things that happened in the past, right? And we get nervous because of it. So for me, the second thing to get over your nervousness is to know that you have this power and know exactly the strategy that you want to go into to the meeting and what you need to do. Right? Practice it, know what you can do, be a peer, and you won't feel nervous. Do you feel nervous when you're around your friends?
Now you have fun.
Yeah, familiar. If you're not familiar with them, right? But if you know that, look, today, if you have more money or more value than certain people that you're talking to, do you feel nervous or they feel nervous to you?
Now they should feel nervous because I can maybe help them double their business.
Exactly.
Why should I do it for you? Kind of attitude, right?
Exactly. So, but you can't show it like in a cocky way, right? But you can,
Right.
you can do it in such a way that they feel so. So when you do that, because you see, if I have more value than certain people, if I can provide more value and you need my help and you need my value and you know what I can do for you, I shouldn't be feeling nervous about that, isn't it? Right? Today, imagine yourself, you have $1 million inside your bank, right? You can go into any BMW outlet, you can buy any car with cash. Comparing to the person that has loan, that don't have any money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you are talking to other people, do you feel like you will, when they're talking about the finances and everything, do you feel like you're inferior or anything like that?
No.
Exactly, no. So you
Mm-hmm.
in the brain, you must install that mindset and the thinking into your brain that today you have more value to offer to the other people, and because
Mm.
of you, right, their life will get better, and because of
Mm.
you or your solutions, they'll be able to double their business. They'll be able to do some things that they were not able to do before. Just imagine they double their business, they can scale and they can hire more people, they can pay more salary to the people, they can get more bonuses, but it's all because of
Mm.
you.
Mm.
But most salespeople
Yeah.
or most people in sales, they don't even think about that. They think about transactions. So when you keep on focusing on the transaction, you will be nervous because you feel like today, life or death situation is depending on how I can close or whether or not this deal is closed.
Mm.
Right. But if I focus on
So
providing value
true.
to other people and settling all the problems at the back for other people that I know I can do that, I'm not focusing on
Mm.
that, closing the
So
deal.
true.
So I'm focusing
Mm.
on getting the people to say to me, hey, you know what? I should be working with you. I should,
Mm.
we should be working together. You're great. Right. I focus on building that rather than trying to close the deal. And that's where my
Mm.
nervousness all goes away.